Hi, my name is Zach and this is my second video log. The first activity I'm going to explain is an activity from one signature from my career, and this biochemistry processes. And the topic is the glycogenolysis. The glycogenolysis is a topic that talks about the way we degrade the glycogen from our liver and muscle cells and to obtain energy. And the process is a little confused if you don't have a relation of the signature, if you don't have some previous knowledge of the topic, but I will say a little bit. The glycogenolysis is about the way that we obtain energy from the glucose, and the glycogen is a big molecule, it's a polysaccharide, and the way we degrade is that separate each molecule of glucose in our organism, and each glucose that we obtain, we will send it, or organism will send it into the process the glycolysis or to storage by glycogen. The other topic that I'm going to talk that we saw in this signature in this week is the glucogenesis, and this topic is the whole opposite to the glycogenolysis, because the glycogenolysis is the degradation of the glycogen, and the glucogenesis is the way we produce glucogen by the glucose in our organisms. For example, when we had breakfast, our organisms stop the process of obtaining energy from our glycogen in our cells by effect of the one hormone in our cells named insulin. The insulin tells to the cell that stops the process and starts to obtain energy by the glucose that we are obtaining from the food. Because since we start showing the food that we are consuming, the ciliary annulus and start to degrade all the starch from the food and start to separate all the glucose of the glycogen to the starch. And that's the way we obtain another extra glucose and start to obtain energy by sending all the different glucose molecules to the glycolysis process and to obtain energy. But the glucose, once we consume all the glucose or the food, the organism has different destinations to the glucose. As I said before, the glucose could be sent to glycolysis process to obtain energy to the body, to make all our different activities, or to form the glycogen in our cells. Only in the liver and muscle cells is where we have glycogen. The process how we made glycogen from the glucose is named glucogenesis. The glycogenesis starts from one molecule of glucogen, degrades until pyruvate in the glycolysis process, and the pyruvate goes to the one organ in the cells, and there is where all the chemistry process starts, and we obtained the glycogen. The glycogen, remembering, is it's a big molecule of a lot of molecules of glucose bound in between them. And now for my second activity I'm going to explain is some activity that I made in the English class. The topic I'm going this week we were working in some structure skills. For example, the G4. This topic is about check adjectives. For example, the adjective a, and G. We saw the correct use of them. For example, remembering we use the adjectives, the articles, a and n to describe or in sentence that either the listener or the speaker do not know before they are speaking. And the article the are used in sentence where the speaker and the listener know before and they are talking about it in a sentence. Well, this is all I was working this week. See ya.